Aries, we're going to do a reading for you for January 2026. And we're just going to get a couple of oracle cards to start off with and see what your energy is about. So we have shedding. You're starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and medicine. So this could be a sign for some of you that are thinking about going into medicine, that are thinking about going into healing. And then you have roll the dice. Time to put yourself out there. You're hiding your talents. It's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now. So it's time to take a risk, Aries. Let's get a message from the universe for Aries, please, source, for 2025 January, 2026, sorry, January. You have Mars, which is all about motion. Mars is currently in Capricorn right now as we speak, but we are in December. I think it will still be in Capricorn in January. Don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure. And then you have Pinnacle, which is your midhaven, which is usually your 10th house. This is all about career with your 10th house, father figure, authority. So it could resemble a lot of things. Let's get a message from your higher self for Aries, please, source. January 2026. You have clean it up. This is making sure that there's everything done and dusted. The T's are crossed, the I's are dotted before you move on and do anything else. Source wants you to make sure that you have completely finished one task before moving on to the next. Then we have by the book. So this is the universal law of attraction. Good karma. Making sure that you do unto others as you wish done to yourself. That is what the universal law of attraction is. So the full moon in January 2026 could be significant to you, or will be significant to you, I should say, if it's coming out in this message. And of course, we have divine feminine because that full moon is in Cancer. That full moon is in Cancer on the 4th or 5th. Oh, and look at that. At the bottom, you've got new moon. Let's get a message from your ancestors. Message from the ancestors for Aries, please, source, for January 2026. Mix of messages here, Aries, but I think what leads me to a conclusion of it's time for you to tie up loose ends before you move on to a new chapter. That's the consensus I'm getting from this reading. Thank you. What do we have here? We have dancing with stones, movement, teamwork, and partnership. And then we have stepping stones, take the next step, simplicity and focus. So I think you are having to tie up some loose ends here, Aries. There's something there that your ancestors want you to do. Let's have a look and go in with the tarot and see if we can clarify shedding and roll the dice. Thank you. So we have two cards that have come up. We've got King of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So with these two cards, I kind of get the feeling that there's someone at your workplace that may have strong masculine energy that you think restricts you. You may not have any patience with them. You may see things differently with them. They may restrict your workflow, restrict how you want to do things. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But I do see you here being quite restricted by this individual. And if that's the case, Source is saying to you, it's now time for you to roll the dice. Put yourself out there. Why are you hiding your talents, Aries? It's time for you to take a risk and step into the spotlight. And yeah, look, you're starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. So maybe this is the push for you to go ahead and do something new. Feeling restricted, feeling trapped, mentally not being able to express yourself, because the King of Cups is all about emotions. So this individual could be restricting you in the way that you express your emotions. Maybe you're not able to do so because you're in a professional setting and you're finding it difficult. It's hard for you to really communicate the way you feel in the workplace because they could be an authoritative figure. Let's clarify Mars and Midhaven Pinnacle. But these two cards are lots of emotions here, Aries. So we have the Page of Cups with the Four of Cups. Someone owes you an apology and you just don't want to hear it. They're telling me that these two are together. Okay, we'll get another card out for these. You just don't want to hear it. You're like, I'm done. It's now time for me to move forward. Mars in motion. I'm going to put my my thoughts into action, and I just don't want to hear it. I don't want your apology. It's funny because this card, if you take the Three Cups away, he's being offered Ace of Cups, and Ace of Cups with the Page of Cups is a brand new relationship. It's a renewal of a relationship, but you just don't want to hear it. You're just like, I know, I'm fed up, I don't want to know, keep it moving, I'm over it. Clarify Midhaven Pinnacle, please, Source, for Aries. Wow, I did say, I was feeling it. I was feeling that you were closing up a chapter to start something new. You've reached the pinnacle at your career. Now, if you're self-employed, it's where you've reached the end of one chapter here. You've finished, you've accomplished something. There's no more that you can do in this area. So maybe you need to branch and do something a little bit different. Maybe you need to intertwine things. Maybe you need to be doing things in a different way. This is what Source is saying to you. It's now time that you go into a different direction because you've reached the top there. There is nowhere else that you can go with that. Let's clarify and see what, oh, that was quick. Clean it up. New energy. So you're having to out with the old and in with the new, Aries, is what this card is saying. Out with the old and in with the new. It's now time for you to let go of everything that just is no longer serving you. Clean up the dust, clean up the cobwebs, allow some new to come in. I mean, this card is kind of grey, dirty-ish and old and tethered, wildered. It's very much you need to get rid of things within your home environment, mental clutter, things that you're holding on to that just are not serving you, that aren't bringing you anything. You need to completely let go of it. Source doesn't want you to reminisce. Source doesn't want you to think about things. They don't want you to ponder anymore. It's just a quick declutter, cut the cord, finish with it. Okay, completely finish with it. Let's clarify and see what by the book is for Aries, please, Source. Walking away. You're doing things by the book because you are not emotionally fulfilled. Now, when you're doing things by the book, law of attraction, do unto others as you wish done to yourself. So if you feel like someone is not treating you right here, if you feel like there is a situation where you're being taken for granted, if you feel like there are people that have misjudged you and underestimated you, the simplest thing to do is to walk away. In your case scenario, in where it says, you know, doing things the right way, is walking away. I don't think it's you shouting, screaming, explaining yourself, having to justify your actions. I think it's very much you just walking away and doing what fills you, doing what serves you, okay, doing what makes you happy. With the full moon and the divine feminine, you have the Knight of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Swords, sorry, and the Four of Pentacles. This brings me back to this dice card. This brings me back to this dice card because it says you're hiding your talents, you're holding back here. There's competition, but you're holding back. But they want you to go full force. So this full moon, there could be something where you feel like you need to fight for attention. And you should. I mean, this Knight of Swords, or this could be someone coming to rush in and say to you, you know, your job is at risk. And it kind of puts you into that trapped feeling. This could be a sign for you to go back and do something that you once used to do with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, something that filled you up with joy, something that made you feel happy, something that brought you peace and love. So this could be the perfect opportunity, yeah, perfect opportunity for you to let go and walk away. There's something here about you letting go and walking away, Aries, when it comes to the full moon and you connecting with your divine feminine. I feel like you need to trust yourself a little bit better as well. Trust your gut instincts, trust your emotions. Don't hold back. You know, completely allow yourself to immerse into this feeling. Let's have a look and see what take the next step is, because I do feel like you're wrapping something up here. You're being asked to finish things. Okay. Tell me a bit more. What's the Three of Cups here? So the Three of Cups is all about celebrating. Ah, okay. So your partnerships, your friends, your relationships, this is your family, your friends, your co-workers, your siblings, everything and everything that comes into duality, working together with people, doing things together, going out, taking the next step. Stepping stones, I think. So maybe if for some of you, if you've been in hermit mode, you've not been able to socialize, this is taking the next step. This is you coming out of that hermit mode and reintroducing your new version of yourself into the world, you know, because you've completed a cycle here and you're stepping into a new. It's very much Soul saying it's now time for you to step into the new. And take these simple steps. Some of you could actually find love among friendship circles whilst you're out with your friends, or you could strengthen your bond with your friends. I mean, we have this dancing with stones, movement, teamwork, partnerships, and this is all about partnerships. This is all about teamwork. This is all about you achieving your goals. What's dancing with stones, movement, teamwork, partnerships, or taking the next step? I think that's what they are together. In all, yeah, all your relationships, every relationship, and a relationship with your higher self as well, Aries. I feel like you need to connect with your higher self. I feel like you need to take a moment and really allow yourself to be supported by your friends and your family, and make a choice here to see who values you the most and who brings you, who makes you happiest, who makes you feel safest, who understands you, who you can just be simple with, who you're able to just be yourself around with, you know. I think that's the advice here, Aries, for you to take things one step at a time. We have thief, and I'm hearing thief of joy. Someone has stolen your joy. Maybe your work has stolen your joy from that restriction, and there is a decision that you're having to make. It's also saying you will have to make a decision sooner or later. But whatever that decision is, sudden wealth comes with it, Aries, so I wouldn't mind. But that's what I have for you for the month of January 2026. I hope that helps.